Testing, testing.
Hi everyone. Thank you for coming out tonight for Grafton Girls Basketball Senior Night, where we recognize our two senior captains, Leah Quilty and Sophia Hakulin. But before we recognize them, the girls wanted to recognize the Westborough seniors as well. So can Hannah Willer, Emily Gray, and Rachel Carpenter please come out. Next, I'd like to call out Sophia and her dad, Scott, and her mother, Stephanie. Sophia is going to Johnson, Wales next year to study exercise science and will also be playing lacrosse. All right, one more big round of applause for Leah and Sophia, please. Thank you.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Grafton High School for tonight's matchup between the visiting Westborough Rangers and your Grafton Gators. Let's meet the starting lineups for both teams, starting first with the visiting Rangers. A sophomore, number 3, Reagan Kittredge. A junior, number 4, Lucy Charlie. A senior captain, number 5, Emily Gray. A senior captain, number 14, Anna Willard. And a freshman, number 15, Charlotte Leah. And now, let's meet the starting lineup for your Grafton Gators. A freshman, number 12, Addie McGrath. A sophomore, number 20, Evie Lee. A sophomore, number 23, Abby Lecturer. A senior captain, number 3, Leah Quilty. And a senior captain, number 5, Sophia Hakulin. The Gators are coached by Tim Hewitt. Now we ask you to please rise and stand and join us in playing our national anthem. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Grafton High School, where tonight it's senior night for the Grafton girls. They're getting ready to take on the visiting Westborough Rangers. Happy to have you here with us. Ben Clements here to take you along the ride. Looking forward to a good one between these two teams tonight. Tip is up, and we are underway on senior night here at the Pignataro Gymnasium. The Rangers start with the ball first. Gators looking to pick up a big win on their senior night. That's the goal. Coming off of a loss to Ashland last night. Here's Addie McGrath, the freshman. Sophia Hakulin going to throw a three-pointer up early. No good. Rebound falls over to the Westborough bench. Gators will keep it. It's been an up-and-down season for this young Gators team, but coming down to crunch time now. They come into the game with a 6-8 record. Going to need to win a couple of these last games in the final stretch of the season if they want to qualify for the state tournament. Out of bounds on the far side, Leah Quilty, senior captain, inbounding. Gets it to Lee. Off the screen from Lazar, and Lee opens up tonight's scoring. A layup gets her on the board, and the Gators off to an early 2-0 lead. Rangers trying to respond. That pass is picked off by Abby Lazarin. McGrath gets it past half court for the Gators. 18 points for her last Friday here against Leicester. Gators took that one 47-28. And she's really established herself as one of the leading presences on this Grafton team. Despite being only a freshman, she throws up a three-pointer here, no good, but the rebound falls to Hakulin. She throws one up, no, but Lazarin's there to collect the board off the glass and get the Gators up 4. Just about a minute 20 seconds into this one, and Westborough struggling to deal with that press. They throw it away. It'll be Grafton ball. Quilty inbounding. She goes top of the key to Lee. Fresh shot clock. Lee picks up her dribble, drops it to Hakulin, and they'll go over to McGrath. The corner now for Quilty on the wing. Now McGrath gets stuck, goes to Lee on the baseline, loses her dribble. Stay with the Gators, though, with 13 seconds on the shot clock. McGrath inbounding from underneath the hoop, trying to find someone. Through the hands of Quilty. She keeps it alive, though. Good hustle. Hakulin bounce pass into Lazarin. No. Quilty will pick up on it. Her shot doesn't fall, but Abby Lazarin gets the rebound. Her shot doesn't fall either. McGrath gets the rebound. Another offensive board for Lazarin, and finally a foul called that will send Lazarin to the line. Lazarin sinks the first. A big night for her last Friday as well. A double-double. 13 points and 11 rebounds here against Leicester. Misses the second one. Last touch off the Rangers. It'll stay with Grafton. So 2 minutes into this one, it's a 5-0 lead for the Gators early. Hakulin moving. She won't get it. Still looking for it. McGrath gets it into Lazarin, who uses her size. Little old-fashioned hook shot is good to go. 7-0. Grafton dominant early, and they keep the pressure on. Westborough's able to get out of it this time. Here's senior captain Gray for the Rangers. Swings it across court. Rangers got a good look from the corner. Three-pointer goes up. No good. Rebound, Hakulin. She tries to lead the charge. Gets it to Lee, who loses it to Kittredge. Reagan Kittredge swinging it to Dulia, the freshman for the Rangers. Throws one up off the glass and nowhere close. Rebound, Quilty gets McGrath. 2.5 minutes into this one. Gators by 7. Lazarin to the hole, finishing. 9-0 Grafton.
These starters are flying early. Rangers beat the press this time, though. Leah go top of the key to Kittredge. Reagan Kittredge, number 3, the sophomore. Leah now bringing it to the top of the key with 15 to shoot. Freshman guard for this team. 10 to shoot now for the Rangers. Stuck in the corner. McGrath working on defense for Grafton. Petralia. 3 to shoot. Floater goes up from the free throw line just about. Doesn't fall. Westborough still a 0 on their end of the scoreboard. Here comes McGrath. Throws one up. No foul called. Shot doesn't go. Rangers take it the other way now. Spinning is Dulia. She gets stripped by McGrath. Lee tries to get through it. No double dribble called there as she takes it into the lane off the glass. No. Rebound falls for McGrath. Her attempt doesn't go, but here she's got a jump shot from close to the three-point line, and she sinks it. An 11-0 start for the Gators here on senior night as they make a few changes early on. That starting lineup flying early. Coach Kuriga sends in 4 players off the bench. Carmichael working on defense here for Grafton. Kittredge hits the ground hard. No foul, it'll go to Grafton. So we're a little bit more than halfway done with this first quarter here from Grafton High School. Gators flying early, 11-0. Still no timeout from Coach Mike Doob to get his team to recover. They have been suffering early here to this Gators team that hasn't always found early success along the course of this season. They give it away here. Heaved forward by Kittredge. Nice pass. Dulia gets the Rangers on the board. Creative pass from the sophomore. Sophomore to freshman connection is good for the Rangers. Here's McGrath. Nice little move. Clear look at the basket. Drops it in for a bucket. Leads back to 11 for Grafton. Their largest on the night so far. Gray gets it past half court. Swing it into the corner where it's dropped. Inside look to Petralia. Into the corner for Dulia. Gray. 16 to shoot. Good find. Shot doesn't fall. Rebound Carmichael. Sullivan now for the Gators. Finds Kuras. Kuras attacking the block. Rangers get the board. Bounce pass over Petralia. Gray. Try a three-pointer. That one's short. McGrath will get the board. Trying to go 1v1 to the hoop. Tries a Euro step, but she's going to get called for the travel. Substitutions for both teams now. A couple Rangers make way, including Lucy Petralia. .221 left in this first quarter. Gators by 11, 13-2. Bresnahan, freshman off the bench. She gets it here. And a reach-in foul is going to be called against Lee. Bresnahan inbounding underneath the hoop for the Rangers. Good defense from Grafton. Lee sticks a hand in there and wins possession of the ball for Grafton. And here come the senior captains for the Gators back into the game. Leah Quilty and Sophia Hakulin. Sullivan will bring it up. Hakulin to Lee. 20 to shoot for Grafton. Sullivan off the screen to Kuras on the wing. Top of the key, Lee, 15 to shoot off the screen from Kuras. Lee, jump shot for Sullivan. A little too heavy. Rangers will get the ball back. Pressure on from Grafton. Rangers deal with it well. Good find. Bresnahan underneath the hoop gets fouled. So she will shoot 2 now. Tough start to this game for the Rangers. Just 2 points to account for so far. Bresnahan sinks the first one. And she's got them both. So the lead is down to 9, 13-4 with 1:40 left in this first quarter. Sullivan. Lazarin going to check back in at the next stoppage. Bounce pass to Lee. 20 to shoot for Grafton. Lee back to Sullivan. She'll try a deep 3. Too far. Rebound for Kittredge. Kittredge trying to establish some momentum here for the Rangers. Benyas, another freshman. Back to Kittredge for 3. It's a little short. Rebound goes to Quilty, who finds Hakulin, who finds Lee. 2v1 transition play for the Gators. Lee. Shot doesn't fall. Quilty will try and win the board. She can't. So the Rangers will get the ball. Less than a minute to go in this first quarter, and Abby Lazarin checking back in for Grafton. Rangers once again trying to beat the press. They do well here. Foul is going to go against Lee, and that is going to be her second of the night. So Coach Kuriga will send her to the bench. And the freshman Addie McGrath is reintroduced. Kittredge inbounding from underneath the hoop. Gets it to Bresnahan. First shot doesn't fall. Rebound Quilty. Gators with 45 seconds left in this first quarter. A nice find to McGrath, who has no trouble finding the hoop there. 11-point lead once again for Grafton. Good defensive trapping from the 2 senior captains for Grafton. Wins the Gators a jump ball. Very nicely done. Sign of their teamwork and overall companionship, the 2 senior captains. Sullivan going to try a little fadeaway 3-pointer. It's a little bit too heavy off of Quilty. Rangers will have the last shot if they want it with 25 seconds left in the first quarter. Kittredge will bring it up. Not going slow, though. Finding Bresnahan out on the wing. Kittredge, a little pump fake. Bounce pass inside. Floater from inside the paint does not fall. Quilty couldn't grab the board. Bresnahan's got it with 5 seconds left in the quarter. She'll take it to the hoop, off the glass, and good. And just a second left now. McGrath won't have time to throw one up. So that's the end of the first quarter of play. The Grafton Gators leading the Westborough Rangers here on senior night at the Swamp 15-6 at the end of 1. Back inside the Pignataro Gymnasium. Thanks for joining us this evening, live on the GHN official YouTube channel. I'm Ben Clements. Strong start to that quarter for Grafton. Kind of tapered off towards the end of it, but still a 9-point lead. ball so far this evening. Also on the offensive side, McGrath, one of the contributors. Talked about her 18 points against Leicester on Friday. Here's a jumper, doesn't go, but Lazarin is there to follow it up. She is so good on the offensive glass. Such a weapon for this Gators team. Petralia takes the baseline, can't get the shot. Gray will get the board. Her shot doesn't go. Another rebound for Lazarin. Sullivan. Hakulin. Far jumper, doesn't fall. Rebound for the freshman Leah. Here she comes. Past halfway, loses it. Gray picks it up. Benyas will try and take the baseline. Dump it back now. Gray. I believe that's a long two. Shot nowhere near the basket. Grafton will get it. So here comes Hannah Willer, senior captain, back into the game for the Rangers. Bresnahan will have a seat, as well as Benyas. McGrath running the point for the Gators. Good swinging of the ball. Sullivan will try it. Shot doesn't go, but McGrath is there using her size to get the board. Squeaking her way inside. Shot doesn't fall, but Lazarin once again there to clean it up and get two. Abby Lazarin got a couple of big buckets early. Inside, Leah couldn't get anything. Deflected out of bounds. Quilty will come out, and Kuras will come in for Grafton. 19-6 here early. Gators on fire. They have had some big wins here at the Swamp this year. Let's hope they can keep it up. Hakulin trying to take it to the hole. Loses it. It'll stay with Grafton, though. Sullivan. See if she can get it this time. She can't. Rebound for Petralia. Over 2 minutes into the second quarter now. Gray. Inside look. Nicely done. Lucy Petralia gets a bucket for Westborough. Cuts the lead to 11. Hakulin now gets open from three. Her shot does not go. And Lee will come take Hakulin. Lenz will get Sullivan. One thing we know about Coach Kuriga, he likes to use his bench a lot. And over the course of this season, he's established a pretty effective method to doing that. Already we've seen a bunch of faces off the bench for the Gators. Here's Gray. Travel, not sure what she was doing there. Gets stuck up. Five and a half left to go in this second quarter. McGrath. Lee to Lenz. Lenz, high arcing three ball. Rims out, it was too short, but Abby Lazarin once again on the offensive glass. And there's McGrath for the bucket. Those two know how to combine, building some chemistry. Chemistry that should be good for a few years to come, as Lazarin picks that one off. Couldn't keep it with Grafton, though. And we know this is such a young Gators team. Only two upperclassmen on the team, the two senior captains. It hasn't been the easiest year for them, but you'd have to think they're building something for the future. Three ball goes up, and it is good. Charlotte Dulia. She is going to get credited for the three, as for now. It looked a little bit close to me. McGrath, long jumper. No, lends the offensive board. Inside the paint, throws one up and gets it. Addie Lenz, the sophomore guard, is on the board tonight. The Rangers throw it away. Lee gets on the ground and wins it for Grafton. Ball bouncing around. Finally picked up by Kittredge. Still, the pressure is on from Grafton, and that's going to be a 10-second violation. Rangers really struggling tonight with that Grafton pressure. Carmichael coming back into the game now for Grafton. Lazarin will have a seat 4:25 left in this first half. Gators by 12. Lee to McGrath. She'll go from beyond the arc. No rebound for Lenz. She can't get the follow-up. Kuras gets aboard, though. Keeps the possession alive for Grafton. Lee moving into the paint. Little floater. Lovely. Well done from Evie Lee. Gators up 14 now. Wide open look for Leah. She sinks it. Back-to-back three-pointers for the Rangers. Leads cut to 11 once again for the Gators. Kuras gets inside nicely. Foul called. Sloan Bresnahan, the freshman, called for the foul for the Rangers. Kuras gets that first free throw. McGrath will have a seat, and Sullivan will come back into the game for the Gators. Second one doesn't go. It'll be Westborough ball. .335 left to play in the first half. Gators by 12 right now. Two-man pressure comes from the Gators. They're not able to connect. Gray, jumper from the corner, no. Rebound for Petralia, though. Grafton will get it. Sullivan. Kick it to Lee. Offensive foul, and the third of the evening already for Lee. So something to keep an eye on there as McGrath comes right back into the game. Here's that trapping again from Grafton. Good work from Carmichael. Did she force her out of bounds? She did. So this is something we talked about earlier on in the season with this Gators team is how is Coach Kuriga going to spread his defensive mindset to this group? We didn't really see it clicking earlier on in the year, but tonight there's a clear defensive identity from the Gators. It seems to be working pretty effectively. Here's Bresnahan, gets shut down by Kuras. Carmichael to board. Right on cue there. Sullivan's going to get fouled. Lazarin will come in and take Addie Lenz out of the game. Willer out of the game for the Rangers, as well as Dulia. 2:40 left in this first half. Over the top to Lazarin. Power dribble. Hook shot. No. Rebound for Kuras. And the two is good. The lead is 14 points now for Grafton with 2.5 minutes left in the first half. Good two-man trap there from Grafton. Doesn't win him the ball, but Rangers get backed up a little bit. Bresnahan throws it away. Sullivan try from three. Rings out. Kuras can't get the board. He'll stay with Grafton, though. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Gators by 14. Here's Quilty. McGrath. Off the screen from Hakulin. Quilty gets inside. Floater doesn't go. Good hustle, though, from Quilty to reach and knock the ball off a Ranger. Gators will inbound now from to the left of the hoop. Lenz. Shot clock stuck right now at 22. Here's Lazarin working well. Unlucky bounce. Rangers on the prowl now. Kittredge takes the baseline. Rebound Hakulin. Going the other way now. Lazarin spinning. Gets her own board. Gets her own board again. Finishing. Rangers find themselves down 16 with about a minute left in this first half. Reach-in foul called against Sullivan. Petralia. Bounce pass back to her. Gray. Rims out. Rebound. Quilty. Lazarin now. 3v2 if she wants it. She won't take it. Opt to hold it up. 42 seconds left in the first half. McGrath uses the screen. Gets stripped. Picks it back up. 18 to shoot as Lazarin takes the baseline nicely. Tries a reverse lay-in. Gets fouled. Lazarin gets the first. Bresnahan checking in for the final 30 seconds of this first half for the Rangers. Lazarin, very efficient free throw shooting, gets them both. Now the shot clock's off. Bresnahan, Gray. Loses it. Hakulin wins it back for Grafton. 15 seconds to go. McGrath loses it with 11 seconds left in the half. Gators try and trap her. They do well. Win it back. McGrath throw up a deep jumper. Won't bounce in. And it'll go Westborough's way with 3.4 seconds left in this first half. Rangers can't get it in effectively. Gray can't get one up. And that is the end of the first half. So at the end of 2 quarters, Grafton Gators off to a pretty good start this evening. They lead the visiting Westborough Rangers 32-24. Thanks for joining us this evening live on the GHN official YouTube channel. It's senior night here at the Swamp, and we'll be back with more after halftime. Welcome back to the Pignataro Gymnasium. We are ready to start the second half of action here on senior night. I believe they may have made a scoreboard error. As great look to Lazarin, who glides to the rim. Easy bucket for her. Sullivan to Hakulin. Hakulin loses it but gets it back. McGrath takes it in, uses her body well and gets two off the glass. 20-point lead now. Other end of the floor, senior captain Leah Quilty loses it. Near side official signals that it'll stay with the Gators. McGrath inbounding. Lazarin posting up. Look at that. Unstoppable, really, in the paint, Abby Lazarin. And I gotta say, she really does remind me of the senior on the boys' team. This year, with such a young team, she's been asked to step up, and she has answered. Three-pointer will go up from Hakulin. Doesn't fall. Rebound for Kittredge. Kittredge trying to take it with pace the other way. Swing into the corner for Leah. She'll pull up. Shot doesn't fall. Quilty can't get the board. It'll stay with the Rangers. 5:45 left to play in this third quarter. Willer inbounding. Quilty working on defense for the Gators. Petrali brings it to the top of the key before she swings it. Kittredge now against Sullivan. Kittredge gets doubled. Petralia with 15 to shoot. To Gray. Lazarin, good baseline defense. Inside look is denied. Coach Kuriga applauds his team's defensive work rate. Like we mentioned, it's been on point tonight. There's a nice find. Quilty can't finish. Lazarin gets the board. Goes back to Quilty. Sullivan on the block to Quilty. Floater goes up, no. McGrath this time on the offensive board, and she gets the two. Gators hit 40 points. 41-17. They've come out flying at the start of this second half, much like they did at the beginning of the first half. Quilty steals it. Sullivan crashes into the scorer's table. Good to see her back up on her feet right away. Good hustle from the sophomore. Definitely applaud it, and Coach Kuriga will make Bunch of changes. Ashley Duvall's into the game for the first time tonight, the freshman for Grafton. .442 left in this third quarter. Rebound. Possession kept alive. Duvall ends up with it. Heaves it to Lee. Good find. Lee on the block. Works her way in. No, but gets the offensive board. Good work from her. Ball's bouncing around. Ends up in the hands of Lenz. Addie Lenz gets it to Duvall. 20 to shoot now. Kuras travel. Well, the Rangers come into this game tonight 2-9. It's been an underwhelming season for them. They didn't get a win until January. It was a really difficult start to the season for them. Did end up getting their first win of the year against Fitchburg, but struggling here tonight, and of course, playing in a league as difficult as Midwatch hasn't been the easiest of years for the program. First free throw rattles out. Sitting at 2-9, there's effectively very little chance of them making the state playoffs, so at this point of the year, really just playing for pride of the program. 1 for 2 at the line goes Sylvia Benyas. Applaud them tonight, though. They came out strong, and they did respond a few times after Grafton took heavy leads. They just haven't been able to keep up with this Gators team. A Gators team that has looked really well coached and well organized tonight. Carmichael inbounding underneath the hoop for the Gators. Gets it to Duvall. Carmichael getting inside. He'll go to Westborough. Kittredge. Bresnahan. Back to Kittredge. Kittredge will pull up. Won't connect on the shot. Out of bounds. .15 to shoot for the Rangers. Just 7 to shoot now. Bresnahan, got to get rid of it. 5 to shoot. Defensive intensity from Carmichael. Kittredge loses it. They're not going to be able to get a shot off. Shot clock violation, and Coach Kuriga applauds his team's defense. We keep saying it, but it's really been the standout point tonight for this Gators team. Jumper for Lee goes. This team comes into the game at 6-8. Really close to that 500 point in their record, where, of course, they are ranked less than 32 in the MIAA state rankings, so they're going to probably have to be 500 if they want to make that state tournament. This win tonight will help for sure. As Bresnahan tries the three that rims out. Gets her on board, though. They've had some tough games, but they've also had some pretty big wins. See what they do in the final stretch of the season, as offensive charge is going to go against Lee, and I believe that's her 4th foul. O'Brien will come and get her. Avery O'Brien, sophomore guard number 10, checking into the game for the first time this evening. Rangers swinging the ball pretty decently until they lose it. O'Brien comes up with the steal, leads the 2v1 charge, gets it to Duval. Gators can't finish. 90 seconds left in this third quarter. Blocked by Lenz. .25 lead for Grafton. They'll send some of their starters back in. Grath, Sullivan, 2 senior captains. 1:15 left to play in this third quarter. O'Brien will try a 3, no. Bresnahan can't finish. Gray. Hakulin trying to take it the other way, can't get it. McGrath will finish. 45-18. McGrath gets a hand on it. Out of bounds, and Westborough will inbound it. Stay with the Gators. Stay with the Rangers, excuse me. .5 seconds left in this third quarter. Pump fake from Benyas, and she hits the jumper. Rangers reach 20. Hakulin drops it. .2 seconds left. 25-point lead for Grafton. Ten seconds to go in the quarter now. Bresnan back to Benyas. Benyas, Kittredge, 3 to shoot. Kittredge blocked by Quilty. Bench like that when she goes in for another block there at the end. The senior captain on senior night showing her worth. 45-20 the score of this one after 3. Rangers. This team is over at the Fisher Gymnasium tonight at Westborough, and they are just about ready to tip off. If you want to catch live coverage of that one, head over to Westborough TV's YouTube channel. You can watch it live. A big road trip tonight for Coach Petritis' team. They head into the game at 8-5. Sullivan nearly throws it away. Should be a pretty good matchup for them tonight. They have struggled with some of the mid-watch opponents they've faced this year. Back-to-back losses here at home earlier in the year for them against Shepherd Hill and Algonquin. But then they responded with a big road victory over Marlborough a couple of weeks ago, 63-29. Sullivan a deep 3. Won't go. So like I said, that one is getting ready to tip off over at Westborough. $7:15 left to play here at Grafton High School. Leah take it back to the top of the key, swing it. Inside look swatted down by Lazarin. Sullivan hits the floor. Back to the Rangers. Inside look, posting up against Hakulin. Doesn't fall. Another rebound for Abby Lazarin, and surely she's got 10-plus rebounds tonight. We don't have the stats, but I'd have to assume. Jump ball signaled. It'll go to Westborough. Blocked. Hakulin leads the charge. Finds Sullivan. Throws it away, but it was tipped. It'll stay with Grafton. Gators have almost a week-long break following the conclusion of this one. They'll be back in action next Monday night. They'll travel over to Holliston High School. 6 o'clock tip-off set for that one. As Hakulin throws up a three, no good. Lazarin the board yet again. See if Hakulin tries it again. No, she swings it to Carmichael, who gets it to Sullivan. Pump fake Sullivan. Nice floater. Doesn't fall. Gets her board, though. Hakulin loses it, and the Rangers can counter. Shot doesn't fall, but Bresnahan follows up for the Rangers. After Holliston, the Gators just have one more regular season game left. It's against Southbridge. And then they will have 2 games in that Clark tournament period of time. Not sure if they'll make the Clark tournament this year. But even if they don't, they will still have 2 games during that period of time. So if we look at their schedule right now, we'll count this one as a win. That puts them to 7-8 with 2 regular season games left. Assuming that they're going to need to go 500. That would mean that they would need to win at least 3 of their next 4. Hope my math is correct there. Math never was my strong suit, but nevertheless, Leah takes it in off a steal. Can't finish. It's going to be an important end-of-the-season stretch here for Grafton if they want to make the playoffs. And that really would be an accomplishment for Coach Kruriga in his first season with the program, of course. Trying to build something over the course of many years. He's got some good pieces to do it with. Shot falls for the Rangers. Boys are underway over at Westborough High School. 4.5 left to go here. Gators 45 and the Rangers 24. It is progress for the Gators team to be in a playoff fight. They weren't really in that position last year. Kudos to Coach Kuriga for getting that done. Next up for Westborough, they travel to, or excuse me, they'll host Marlborough this Friday, as Gray's jumper is good. So hosting Marlborough on Friday, and then traveling to Fitchburg next Monday, a team that they've already defeated this year. They got a lot of teams left to play. Well, the Gators only have 2 after this. They'll face Shepherd Hill, Neshoba, North Middlesex, and Shrewsbury. And that all comes before the 22nd annual Westborough Girls Tournament. That'll take place during February vacation. Not sure if they'll qualify for that. Not too familiar with that tournament, to be honest. Assuming it's an alternative to the Clark tournament. Shot goes in for Kittredge. Three and a half minutes to go here from the Swamp on senior night as Addie Lenz knocks one through. They're not on the court right now, but of course a shout out to our 2 seniors, Sophia Hakulin, Leah Quilty, leading this group to the success they've had this year. Never an easy job to lead an entire roster of underclassmen. Not sure we can say that happens very often at all in high school sports, so credit to them for both that and, of course, their performances on the court this year as starters. Kudos to them. Had a nice ceremony earlier on in the game for them. McGrath taking the paint, gets stripped. Westborough going the other way. Shots short. Foul called on the follow-up. Gators leading, or excuse me, Rangers leading 11-7 over at Westborough High School, the boys game. Kuros gets the board. It's a 19-point lead now for Grafton, 47-28. Duval gets a nice open look. Can't connect. Two and a half to go. Long distance 2 is knocked down. Westborough away fans like that one. Cut in the lead to 16, so they've made up some ground here, the Rangers. Inside look to McGrath, nicely done. Easy bucket for McGrath. Coach Doob will call a timeout with 2:03 left in the game. Looks like it's just going to be a quick timeout. Trying to get a sub in. Right back into action with 2 minutes to play here from the Swamp on senior night. Thanks for joining us here live on the GHN official YouTube channel. Glad you got to tune in and see this big Gators victory on senior night. Nothing much like senior night in high school sports. Those who have experienced it know what I'm talking about. That one's dropped by Claire Hall. Avery O'Brien back into the game for the Gators. Shout out to our lead producer, Mr. Thomas Walsh, who is in the building tonight. He's not usually in the building, but stopping by to watch the game. Of course, we couldn't do any of this without him, and glad to have him here with us. Hall gets stripped. A reach-in foul will be called. Hall on the baseline pivoting. We hit a minute to play here as Ashley Duvall picks the pass off. Carmichael gets it to Lenz. Lenz a clear path to the hoop. She gets blocked by Hall, who got up there pretty well for her size. $20-point lead right now for Grafton as we finish things up. Once again, a shout out to the two senior captains, Leah Quilty and Sophia Hakulin, who were celebrated here tonight. A big win for the Gators. They're going to improve to 7-8. That'll be the end of this one. Duvall will dribble it out. The Gators get the victory here tonight. (53-31), our final score from the Swamp. Teams shake hands. A big win for the Gators. They improve to 7-8 as they make a push for the playoffs. It's an exciting time of year to be a Grafton Gators fan. They get it done handily here tonight on senior night. Thanks so much for being with us here all night here live on the GHM official YouTube channel. For Ben Clements, for Sophia Kling behind the camera, we're signing off tonight from the Pignataro Gymnasium. Have a good night and go Gators.